Hi guys, welcome to Neuraltech, and in today's session we'll discuss about one of the tricky SQL interview question. So one of my student was attending an interview in Siemens and they asked him this question few days back. The question is very simple, but it tests your SQL functional knowledge. So let's see what is the question. So question is very simple, like you go to a interview and they ask you there is a string called America and you have to tell them how many times a particular letter is getting repeated. Let's say in America how many times A is getting repeated. So how you are going to approach this question? I mean, how many times a letter is getting repeated in a particular string, or here how many times A is getting repeated in America. So now, to understand this question or to answer this question, what exactly you need to do? You need to find out the length of this particular string, and then the letter which is you want to figure it out how many times it is getting repeated. You have to replace with the space, and then you have to basically subtract from the length of America with that length of that particular new string which will be replaced by A. So let's say I'll write something like this: select length function, I'll use len, and let's say I'll pass this string America, and then I'll subtract this with length of America. But here what I will do, I will use a replace function which will be replacing the string with a space. Let's say I'm going to do it like this, and sorry, replace a and with a space. So now if you subtract this and you will get the answer is 2. So 2 times A is getting repeated in this particular string. Now we understood if sometimes you are attending this kind of question, it's a very simple, simple question, but little tricky one. If somebody asks you next time how many times a particular letter is getting repeated in a particular word or sentence or in a particular string, you have to figure it out in this way. Hope this is this will help you to understand the fundamentals of SQL. So thank you for attending this session. Thank you.